Today's quote of the day: the only time you fail is when you choose to give up. So let's keep going. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why are so many immigrants leaving Canada. I'm going to be using a comment as my basis for this conversation. Someone made a comment in one of my videos saying that they left Canada 25 years ago and returned to their homeland of East Africa and they have never been happier. Why are so many immigrants disappointed when they move to Canada? Is it that they come to Canada with an unrealistic expectation? Or is it that they were sold an unrealistic dream? Is the Canadian dream still something that people should believe in? Or are people bound to be disappointed and return back to their home country? That's a question we're going to ask. Are immigrants really and truly valued in Canada? And does that lack of value cause persons to miss their homeland and just can't wait to go back to their home country? Well, I want you guys to share your comments in the comment section as well. And let's sit and talk about this conversation. Why are immigrants leaving Canada? What are some of the reasons? Let's talk about it.
Has been importing garbage immigrants for the past couple of years, and I don't know if you guys agree with me. And you see many people, they don't even speak the language of the country anymore, whether it's English or French. And then you ask yourself, like, what is the economic benefit of having this person in this country? And most of the time it's zero. In terms of manners as well, they're very rude people. They're not nice, and like they lack the minimum mannerism that a functional society, especially the Canadian society, used to be. Like, used to be very nice people that help each other, and they're super kind. The thing that bothers me as well is that they stay within their own community. So it's like the goal of the immigration used to be like diversity, inclusion, so that different people coming from different countries, but it's the same culture that we're trying to build together. But right now it's different communities, and sometimes I live in Calgary, sometimes you go to Northeast and it's one big community. You feel like it's detached from the rest of the city. It's literally another city out there. That being said, in 2025, the following election, guys, please make sure you're voting.
Hey guys, so before I even get into the conversation, I want you guys to do something very important for me. We've been following our analytics and we realized that 59% of everyone who watches our videos not yet subscribed. So if you are part of that 59%, please take a second, hit that subscribe button, smash a like on the video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. It really helps us out, right? Also, check out all the links underneath the video description. We have launched our coloring book. Support would be greatly appreciated. And of course, follow us on all social media platforms. The Andersons family is who we are. If you guys are new here, thank you for clicking on this. If it's your first video, welcome to the Andersons family. And if you are a day one subscriber, day one viewer, thank you guys for coming back to another video. Most importantly, thank you guys so much for the constant support, right? Now, with that being said, let's get into the video, guys. First off, I want to address that little clip that I just played that you guys watched. When are we going to pass this stage where persons get to the realization that, listen, Canada cannot survive without immigrants? Yes, I said it. There are so many industries right now that are struggling, and the only way these industries can survive is if immigrants come into the country to fill those labor gaps, to fill those labor shortages, which would lead to more economic development and more sustainability. Why are we, and by we, I'm talking, including myself, but even though I shouldn't be including myself because I too am an immigrant and I am pro-immigration. But for all the anti-immigration persons, when are we going to realize that xenophobia is not the way to go? Because the country cannot sustain itself without people. Canada has a very low population. So let's all live together in one big unity and let's make this country what it's meant to be, where so many of us come and call it home. All right, now let's get into meat of the matter. Person leave Canada after 25 years to East Africa and has never been happier. Now, this has been a very common theme over the past couple of years. Canada has a very large turnover of immigrants, meaning that a lot of immigrants come to Canada, get permanent residency, get citizenship, and then ultimately leaving back to their home country or to different countries around the world. Now, why is it that way? Is it that Canada is not fulfilling the promise that it made for many, many immigrants? Or is it that immigrants come to Canada with unrealistic expectation? I want you guys to share your thoughts right down below. But this is my belief. My belief, I think it's a combination of both. Both things can be right at the same time. I think a lot of immigrants come to Canada and they don't understand that they're coming to a brand new country. So things are not going to be exactly the way how they are used to it being. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit of a rocky road. And sometimes people are not always prepared for that, right? And because of that lack of preparedness, it causes people to feel like the promise that was made was false. Is it really false though? I don't think so. Hold on, I'm trying to get the right angle. Is it really false though? Probably not. And this is why I say so. I think if you move to any country in the world that's not your country, there's gonna be a transitional phase, which can be as long as 10 years, 5 years, it's different for everybody. But there's gonna be a transitional phase because when you come to a new country, you're starting over from scratch. You're like just becoming an adult again, getting new IDs, getting new identifying numbers, getting a first job, learning the culture. It's like everything starts over back from scratch. Canada is no different. And a lot of persons don't expect that when they move to Canada. And the transitional period can be a very long one because Canada is not a perfect country. And of course, I always say this in my videos. Depending on where you live, your transition can be hard or it can be easier, smoother, but never easy. It can be hard or smoother, but never easy. Now, with that being said, a lot of immigrants come and they have this false illusion of what Canada should be like. They think that they're just going to land, get off the plane, and everything is going to work out automatically. But it's not always like that. It's a constant work in progress. So what you have to do now is to make sure that you are moving with the tide. You have to move with the tide. And the truth of the matter is, a lot of immigrants move from countries that have similar or even worse challenges than Canada. And if they come to Canada and the challenges that they're facing is less than what they're facing in their home country, but yet still they use that as a basis to say Canada failed them. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Now, what do I think about persons leaving Canada to go back to their home country? I did a couple of videos about this topic in my previous videos, and I actually understand. Because as you can see, not everybody is embracing of immigrants. Some persons think that immigrants are here to take their job, take their housing, take their culture, so many things. So many people think that immigrants are here to take, and not give. And that is just not true. But because of that, it kind of leads some level of division within the society. Sometimes there is low-key discrimination, low-key racism, so which leads to isolation, different workplace nuances, so many different factors. And so many people cannot manage that. So because of that factor, a lot of people, even though Canada is providing them a better life in terms of lifestyle-wise, they choose to go back home because they don't have to deal with some of the stuff that they have to deal with here in Canada. So I can understand and definitely sympathize for persons who choose to go back home in cases of that nature, right? And also because of family ties and stuff like that. It can be a very lonely place. And we call it Big Foreign in Jamaica, which is Canada, US, and UK. These countries have a lot in common. And the thing is, it can be a very lonely place. When you're away from your family, when you're away from your friends, and so forth, so on, it's very hard to integrate into a new society. And even if you're here for 10, 15, 20 years, it doesn't get easier. Home is always going to be home. So because of that separation and loneliness, because I've never met so many lonely people in Jamaica like what I've met here in Canada, a lot of persons are lonely, like suffer from chronic loneliness. And because of that, they suffer from depression, they suffer from anxiety, and so many different factors. It's such on a wide scale basis that's not in Jamaica, if I'm being totally honest. And I don't know, I do know that somewhat it's the culture, because the culture is not really a culture like we have in the Caribbean, where it's a friendly, like it's every sense of the word, it's a friendly place to be. Canadians are friendly, but it's not necessarily a friendly place to be. They'll help you out if you're in a bind, but it's not really the friendliest of places to live. Making friends can be very difficult, and it's hard to break into certain groups, right? Because you'll have a lot of acquaintances here in Canada, but not many friends. And that's the reality of a lot of immigrants. So a lot of immigrants choose to go back home because they are able to live a better standard of life, even if they're not living a better quality of life. Hopefully that makes sense, right? But again, I'm just sharing my thoughts, and I'm very excited to hear your thoughts in the comment section as well, guys. So don't be shy. I want you guys to share your thoughts in the comment section, but I also want to send positive vibration and positive messages to all the persons who have chosen to leave Canada. I'll let you know that, listen, sending positive vibration your way, and hopefully you find what you're looking for, right? For me personally, I have my family here with me. We're living our life. We're trying to make our life better. Does it come with challenges? Absolutely. Are we at the point that we think that we're gonna leave yet? Not yet. But we can understand why somebody would want to leave, right? And we understand the challenges that Canada have, but also understand the benefit that the country have as well. If you guys agree, disagree with me, or just want to share your thoughts in the comment section, I am all ears. Drop it down below and let's talk about it. Okay, as I'm walking back to my office, as you guys can see, it's a beautiful day. I realize that I have to constantly remind you guys to hit the subscribe button. So as I end this video, I'm asking you guys, please, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button for me, please. Smash a like on this video and leave your thoughts in the comment section. See you guys in the next video.